So Xbox showed 22 games today, and compared to my list that I had the other day, most of them were shown. So I did a pretty good job of predicting what games Xbox were going to show today, with the exception of a few from Rare. We didn't have a big showcase by Rare like I thought, but we got 22 games, all that are on Game Pass at launch. So Xbox literally pulled the trump card for this presentation, because every game is going to be on Game Pass. So you're paying $15 a month if you have Game Pass Ultimate, and you get to play all of these games at launch for no cost, just your regular Game Pass subscription. So once again, they're going the route of the value. They're taking value over quantity, I guess I would say. So instead of having to go and buy a physical disc for a game, you can just play it on Game Pass, save space, and save money. I mean, if you take a look at the 22 games that were shown, okay, let's say each game was $60 and they come out over the next 2 years. You're looking at close to $1,400 in total. Whereas with Game Pass, you just pay your $15 a month, you're looking at about $350. So you're saving like $1,000, which is probably the price of 2 Xbox Series X's or 2 PS5 consoles. So, in my opinion, Sony needs to find some type of alternative to try to combat that, because value makes a difference, and less money makes a big difference, especially with games being $60 and so many different types of games coming out from indie developers and AAA and in between and PC and Stadia and Ubisoft and Uplay. What do we got? EA Access. There's so many different avenues. You got limited run games out there doing a bunch of like physical things. There's just so many avenues to get games today. So being able to save money is huge. So of the games shown, okay, we got the typical Halos, and we got State of Decay, and we got Forza. Okay, the games that we knew that we were gonna get, because we get them every console generation. So what I was focused on is the new things, like what is gonna be different for this generation that we didn't have last generation. And I think Everwild may stand out as one of those types of games. It's from Rare. I don't think it's gonna have the same stigma that Sea of Thieves had when Sea of Thieves first came out, because people were kind of down on Sea of Thieves because it wasn't a complete game. So hopefully Everwild is a complete game. I also had my eye on Avowed, because it looks like an Elder Scrolls alternative, which is a good thing. If they can capture any portion of the Elder Scrolls audience, I think it's going to be a really successful game. So excited for that one. Psychonauts 2, give or take, it's practically an indie title for me, in my opinion. Medium looked really good. Medium looks really good. That is a launch title. I think that's really going to stand out for a lot of gamers that like that psychological, like horror type stuff. And other than that, nothing overly impressive. I mean, the Gunk and Warhammer, Stalker looked good, but it was CGI. You know, we didn't get a whole lot of gameplay. We got a whole lot of CGI trailers, but not a whole lot of gameplay, which is another thing that I was kind of down on, is I wanted to see the games in motion, at least a small demo like we did with Halo. It didn't have to be a 10-minute demo, but just like a quick 60 seconds of gameplay showing like the mechanics or some type of level or something like that. And then at the end, of course, we got Fable. And Fable's going to be huge. It's going to be a great game, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to, well, I don't have to buy it because it's going to be a Microsoft Studios game. The only issue with Microsoft Studios games being on Game Pass is that they could potentially leave Game Pass. But seeing that they're Microsoft Studios games, they're probably not going to go anywhere anytime soon, because they are Microsoft first party. We typically see like indie and third party games leave Game Pass, but not the main games. So Crossfire X looked like a Call of Duty. It's probably not going to play like a Call of Duty. It may be a good game. I've heard decent things, Phantasy Star 2 Online is going to appeal to some. What else do we have here? As Dusk Falls, give or take for me. Tell Me Why, give or take for me. And the Destiny 2 and the Ori optimized for Xbox Series X. Okay, like I'm gonna play Destiny 2, but all the expansions coming to Game Pass is a big deal. Is a big deal because I play all of them. So having that, not being able to, or not having to pay for that, is gonna be really good. But all in all, I think Xbox has a decent library of games. Add Hellblade to that list as well. That's gonna be a big game too. But I think they have it. They have it figured out this generation, mainly because they're going the value route and they're trying to save a lot of money and they're putting everything into Game Pass, which I think is a good strategy. Overall, I think Sony still has the better launch lineup when it comes to overall games for name's sake. Not necessarily meaning that the Xbox games are not going to play as well, that remains to be seen, but name value, PlayStation gets the Duke for launch lineup. But nonetheless, both are going to be fun. I'm going to have them all anyway, and then it just is what it is. So what do you guys think? What did you think of the Xbox showcase? Anything that surprised you? And sadly, no Viva Pinata, no Perfect Dark, no Banjo-Kazooie, but that's okay. There's time for that stuff to come out in the future. This is just the start of the generation, and I'm going to leave you with that. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.